Saraja Shamavamsi Dhani Mani Mancha Pani Kare Vilara Saraja Kare Vilara Saraja Kare Vilara Saraja Kore Lila Rasaraja Krishna ke liye Shuddha Prasravana Krishna ke liye Shuddha Prasravana Krishna ke liye Shuddha Prasravan Krishna ke liye Shuddha Prasravan Astadalapari Shirada Shri Hari Asta Sakti Parijana Asta Dalapari Shirada Shri Hari Asta Sakti Parijana Asta Sakti Parijana Asta Sakti Jamuna Puline Kadamba Kanane Kiherino Sakiya Jamuna Puline Sugita Nartane Sabasaki Gane Sugita Nartane Sugita Nartane Sabasaki Gane Sugita Nartane Tusij Jugala Dhane Jugala Dhane Tusije Jugala Dhane Krishna Lila Hari Prakriti Sundari Krishna Lila Hari Krishna Lila Hari Prakriti Sundari Krishna Lila Hari Vistari Che Shobhavane Vistari Che Shobhavane Krishna Lila Hari Prakriti Sundari Vistari Che Shobhavane Gare nanaivo vane praveshivo Gare na jaivo vane praveshivo Olila rasera tare Olila rasera tare ત્યાજી કોલારાસ બાજો બ્રજરાસ વિનોદા મિનતી કરે વિનોદા મિનતી કરે વિનોદા મિનતી વિનોદા મિનતી કરી વિનોદા મિનતી કોલારા રાજવાજરા આમે જામુના પોઈને કદમ કાનાને શિહરીનો સાથિયા જામુના પોઈને કદમ કાનાને જામુના પોઈને કદમ કાનાને શિહરીનો Nanda Jaya Yashoda Nanda 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 Jaya Yashoda Jaya Nanda Nanda Jaya Yashoda Nanda 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 Jaya Yashoda Nanda Krishna He Krishna He Krishna He Krishna He Krishna He Krishna He Jaya Vrindavana Dham Jaya Vrindavana Dham Vrindavana Dham Jaya Vrindavana Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe
One Mahamantra. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Jaya Rupa Raghuna, Jaya Rupa Raghuna, Rupa Raghuna, Jaya Rupa Raghuna. Jaya Sachinanda, Jaya Gaura Hari, Sachinanda, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur, 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 Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. बोलो सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि की जय, पतिता पावन नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद जू की जय, शिल गुरुदेव की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। बोलो जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। श्याम
I'm a little confused what to do. Because today our subject, we heard the glories of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada for some days, and just right in the middle of our program, Arjun Prabhu came and gave this message, which was very sad news. disappearance means a very, very senior devotee. Shri Uma Didi, I don't have to give introduction. All of you familiar with the nature, knowledge, renunciation, her dedication, her service, her association, her affection, her love. Every individual is familiar with this around the world. So why I'm saying I'm a little confused is if I only speak, then it's going to be injustice to all these wonderful seniors sitting in the back who had so much association with Uma Didi. But if I ask everyone to speak, then the time frame is... So, can you please help me? What shall I do?
I was thinking maybe we could do another program together. We could all do it for ourselves.
Because today is my last program here in Alachua.
Is this your last program, Maharaj?
Yes, Prabhu. Today is my last program here, and tomorrow I'm going GVO Center by Shamrani Didi. Going to observe Viraha festival because this morning I got inspiration. I was chanting and I was thinking I must go all places to celebrate this Viraha festival of Uma Didi because of her motherly affection to so many devotees and also to me. So tomorrow morning I'm going to GVO Center and we're going to hold a program along with Shamrani Didi there. And that's 15, tomorrow is 15. Day after 16, I'm going Austin to do program there, Texas. And 17 and 18th, Houston. And then 19th, Seattle. And then 20th, New York. So, it's cross country. And then after 3 days, I'm going to India for Navdi Paikram. I also wanted to go to Bay Area, Badger, but tickets are so expensive. I'm just working out all day. The tickets so expensive, and it's also there's no time because in just 3 days after all these festivals I have to go India. So there is not much time left. And there are maybe 2 or 1 program in New York also. So anyhow, what if I ask some devotee to speak just 5 minutes, one memory? Because I think it's difficult to do another program with so many devotees around. What do you think? What all of you say?
We'll have another program amongst ourselves.
Sunday?
Yeah,
We want to listen from you.
Please.
Please, Maharaj.
Ooh, which one?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We can have another.
Sunday another program?
Huh?
He's suggesting for one person to speak for
Who
5
wants?
Then
We're all going.
everyone is ready to speak.
Your last day here.
Okay.
Last day, Maharaj.
Maharaj,
Okay, then.
please.
Oh, she said she has a story.
Sita Didi. Yeah, at least one speaker, at least. Yes, because she served so much in the morning, I see. And she had very wonderful interaction with Radharani. She tried to put something on Radharani and Radharani falling. I mean, she's giving blessings to her and then that blessing, the ring falls every time. I saw this.
Please forgive my audacity for trying to say something about Uma Didi. But she was, for all of us, an inspiration and a role model. uncomparable. No one else was like her. Shortly after we met Srila Gurudev in 1997 in Badger Festival, I went to her crying and lamenting, I have no relationship with Srila Gurudev. And she looked at me very, very calmly and matter-of-factly and said, you have the same relationship as you have with your own spiritual master. Hare Krishna.
Baby.
Om Jnana Timandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshun Militanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All I can say is that Didi was like more affectionate than millions of mothers. She's so, I've never met anyone in my entire life as humble as she is. Anytime you try to glorify her or compliments or anything, she'd always say, I'm the lowest of the low. It was so endearing to experience her humility. It was just off the chart. And she would always ask, usually when she traveled to Alachua, I'd always give her a massage. So every time she'd come in, I would have a flower ready for her to offer to my deities, to my Thakurji. And she'd always say, how is your husband? How is your son? And she would spend time encouraging them, which is really nice. And always thinking about, my family. And when she stayed with me, she would cook for me. And when she stayed here, she would cook for all the devotees. And she told me that she joined, I think when she was 30 years old. She said she was a city girl. And she joined when she was 30, and figure 30 to 90, that's 60 years. And I've been told that she never, ever missed one Mangal Arati in 60 years. So, like Sita said, she is exemplary and the perfect role model that we'll ever, or hopefully, experience. And I pray that she allows me to serve her in some future birth or in the spiritual world. I hope I can continue to have her association. And even though I'm not worthy of that, but still we can pray and hope. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Bimla Didi. Speak, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Bimla Didi. Please, please.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. I actually I just want to say thank you for her kindness and her mercy, and I'll tell somehow I wanted our Nimai Nitai to come, our Gaur Nitai. When we moved into our home, we didn't have duties, and I spoke with my husband, and somehow Krishna does this. We arranged to have them made in Vrindavan, and the Muktuwala that made them, somehow we got a box on our doorstep within 2 weeks, and it was our Didi's, and somehow at the same time Uma Didi was arriving, and we had a program at our home, and by Gurudev's mercy, Uma Didi cooked for them, she installed them, and then they were deciding the names, and she said, Nimai Nitai, so your children can say the names very easily. And this will be so sweet. They will be running around, Nimai Nitai, Nimai Nitai. And this is just very dear to my heart. Every time I look at them, I remember their names. I remember her with so much affection, and she was a mother. She knew. She was always thinking of us and how to engage us nicely, giving us her mercy. And I'm also grateful to her for giving me my name, Ashalata, Creeper of Hope. And she said, hope that, yes, you will receive Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev's mercy. No, my hope is to receive hers.
Gaurapriya. Vasanti. Yeah, both. Just
every wonderful Alachua family. So, I've heard that Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has asked what is the most distressful condition, and Ramananda Roy replied, there's no unbearable separation than separation from the Vaishnavas. So, I don't really have much to say, but it's very, very wonderful for Uma Didi, knowing how much she was loved by so many acharyas, but for us to have this caliber of devotee, this era of devotee, who spoke nothing but what she heard from her Srila Gurudev, Srila Bama Maharaj, our whole entire group, Parampara. Nothing, I think, maybe this, just full Siddhanta. Never missed a Mangalarti, never missed a Parikama. 89 years old, still out there. And we have a little headache or a little, cut in my toe, a little blister. I think I'll sit this one out. Never. So I'm just praying I can follow the inkling of what she's given. So much she stressed book distribution. It was very, people think, Gurudev didn't stress book distribution, let's just do our bhajan. They did that in Prabhupada's time, but Uma Didi always supporting with all her donation money, paying for so many books to be published. Madhura Kadambini, she always would give big donations to the GVP and would bring, her and Rangadevi would carry a suitcase of books all around the world. Wow. So, wanting always to propagate the legacy that Srila Gurudev has given us. So, as everyone has shared, so much love, her love in feeding us, hand-feeding sweets into our mouths, and this kind of mercy is rare and unprecedented in these times. So, on this auspicious day, yesterday, today, just praying for an inkling of her mercy and our entire Guru Varga mercy, and that we can just somehow stay together as a family. There's so few of us in this world, so. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Madhvi.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumditam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Vanchakopatripascha Kripasindu Vivicha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. When I came to Mathura in 1999, I met Srimati Didi for the first time, the only woman in Keshavji Gaudiya Math. And thankfully, she allowed us, some of the young girls, to hide away in her room when the Mat got busy, like over Janmashtami. And Nandotsav is 3 days, and the Mat is completely full. And if you leave, you can't get back in. So all the brahmacharis hang out in each other's rooms, but we had nowhere to go, and we wanted to stay for Harikatha. So she graciously allowed us in her room every year, and she would just be absorbed in her Harinam, and we would sit and just observe her absorption. And sometimes she would tell some Harikatha, and then just her eyes would roll back, and then back, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. She was like our hero. How did she get here? How did she get to stay here? Can we live with you, Didi? And we think, oh, living in the Mat's so nice, Gurudev's there. But actually, brahmacharis would tease her and joke with her. Oh, Didi, you're still here. You're so old. What are you doing? One Dhamma Maharaj, oh, Didi, you're still alive? Every year. And she would laugh, she would take it like with a grain of salt, and she saw all the brahmacharis in the Mat like her, like little children, like little boys. She had so much affection, so much mercy. She would always be cooking every day, like even though the brahmacharis were cooking for the Mat, she would make a special prep for Thakurji every single day. She had her own little setup. And her mala, you were talking, Maharaj, about japa mala being shiny. So one time I saw she took out her beads, like definitely shiny, chanted on, worn, japa mala. And I can only speak for myself, but I think all the other girls that were there, we looked up to her because she had so much Guru Nishta. And she didn't see, even though her Guru Maharaj was Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, still she saw Gurudev as non-different, both Shiksha and Diksha Guru, non-different. She had so much affection. And so today I'm praying to her lotus feet that maybe one sprinkle, one mist of the mist, one drop of that faith and that Nishta and Shri Guru also enters my heart. And also to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here, that they will bless me on my spiritual path. And maybe in many, many, many lifetimes, I'll get her association again, I hope. Srimati Didi ki jai.
So next, today only ladies section. So your wife, Gramko Pai.
I actually got to know Didi close when I moved to Alachua, because she used to come here every year. And my first memory that when she came, that and Arjun and me began to see her. First thing she would ask Arjun, how is Abhay Prabhu, how is God? And she used to call Gaur Krishna, Gaur Krishna. And Priyanath, and she would go there all the names. And I was amazed how personal she is and how she remember everyone's name. And she used to cook every single day being here, and we had the fortunate to cook with her in the kitchen, and she would teach Arjun how to cook dal, I remember, and her dishes were so unique. And she had a huge heart, like no size, always expanding. And she was a true Vaishnavi, true mother to entire world. Srimati Uma Didi ki jai. We miss you so much.
Any devotees, any volunteers, please want to speak? Okay.
I'm again and around this I'm, you know, it's so funny. I was telling Lalita Saki and Bhima last night that my father left his body probably a year and something ago. So obviously I'm not born a devotee, and I loved my father. He was a great man and took good care of me. But when I heard that Uma Didi left her body, I really cried. I really am so sad, and I didn't remember myself being this sad when my own father left his body. Like it really hit me, you know. And I had lived on Mirari, and I had left and went up to Oregon and had met the devotees in Eugene. And I was very fortunate. Right when I got there, I was staying, I don't know where, but I was in Eugene. And I was going to the programs at Pushpadanta and Divya's house, and it was Uma Didi. Can you imagine? I just get there, and I meet Uma Didi. I mean, I was laughing, to me, I really never wore a sari. I used to just wear my jeans and a t-shirt when I'd go into the temple every day, even at Mirari. And I felt so bad. That's what I did there too. Not because I didn't have any respect for the clothes, but it was never even ever nothing mattered. It was like I met this person and she just pulled me in and just hugged me. And I was like, this is so incredible. It was just a long moment in time. And I had met Ranga, and it was like Ranga. It was like just the kind of person that you feel like you know her forever. She just loves you so much. They just are so there. They're like nobody else, like Sharmani Didi. But Uma Didi, my gosh, amazing. And she gave me my beads because she said the beads that I had weren't right. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. So then obviously I ended up moving to Alachua, I don't remember how long, a year or something later. And I met Uma Didi again and recognized me and was so happy to see me. And, then I guess I had already gotten initiated by Gurudev, and she was so happy for me. But, she just is just the most incredible person. And it was, I'm really myself, for me, because of the life and the way that I created my life here, insane, that I never had gone and helped in the kitchen. And it's not like I didn't want to. I just couldn't. I was busy, and I actually had gotten arrested and had gone up to North Carolina to go to my thing, and Uma Didi was telling me she was going to pray for me, and of course nothing happened. They dropped the case, and Uma Didi was like, yes, I will pray for you. And I'm just like, what a fool. Can you imagine? It's kind of funny to think about it all, just how much mercy you get from these people, but Uma Didi. Anyway, I am sad. I'm talking kind of lively, but it just makes me just think about the fact that she's here, always here. You know, she's always here. My heart really feels more for Rangadevi, just because, you know, she's such a special person. I will say this too. I guess Brenda Didi was here. I don't remember what exactly happened, but I had Umadidi and Rangadevi come to my house and bless my animals, and they did that. They spent like an hour and something at my house blessing my animals. Umadidi and Rangadevi were walking around, and I was just like, it was the sweetest thing, you know, and I don't even remember what they said. I think I had a picture of Umadidi sitting in my car. I had my, you know, obviously I have a truck, and Umadidi sitting in my truck. You know, I didn't even think about it, you know, it's like I never even think that anyone's going to leave this, you know, the vision of the world, but really that's what we're all going to do. And yet we are so fortunate. So I'm so grateful you let me speak about Umadidi. I'm holding it back and holding it together, and I'm here. So, all glories, Umadidi ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shila Gurudev. Shila Gurudev and Shila Prabhupada have brought us all here to this beautiful temple, to the beautiful temples to serve. And Umadidi, by her example, showed us how to serve to the very end. And watching her in Badger, making the preps with so much love and affection, enthusiasm, and even though she was tired, and you could see it in her body, she kept going. And even though she took little steps, she did it with so much love for all of us, to encourage us, to keep us strong, to keep us together, serving Srila Gurudev. And even though we are sad, and I was telling Madhavi, I can't stand all this separation. But the separation is necessary because it purifies our mind and our heart. It makes us want Krishna more. It makes us want Gurudev's lotus feet even more. I had the great fortune, like Madhavi, to meet her in 1999 in Vrindavan, and seeing her with her jolly smile and good attitude, even in that hot, hot sun of Vrindavan. She also came to our home and blessed our home with her lotus feet. And she said to me, she was telling us, don't say thank you, say Radhe Radhe. And she also, I told her, Umadidi, in kind of secret, I said, Umadidi, I really want to just go live in Vrindavan. I want to run away to Vrindavan. And then she looked at me and she said, not until every hair on your head turns white. You cannot go to Vrindavan. She said, because if you go now, you will be disturbed. Your mind will be disturbed. So you wait until every hair in your head turns white. And I looked at her like, huh? But she said it with a lot of love and affection and to protect me. We pray that Umadidi, please shower your mercy on us, keep us strong, and even though we get weak, please keep us strong, serving like you did endlessly and chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radhe Radhe.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think because Maharaj's last night, we can continue with Umadidi's glorifying maybe on Sunday. We can do that all together, come back, and then we can do a whole Sunday feast for Umadidi. But Maharaj's last night, so let's Maharaj next.
Okay. Not taking much time, my humble obeisances to Gurudev, Guru Parampara, all the Vaishnava Vrind, Shri Mahaprabhu, Shri Radha Govind Dev, and especially to Srimati Uma Didi, whose Tithi we are following today. The celebration, this festival is happening in Vrindavan also and other centers. I know Uma Didi for some years while staying in Math, as Margaret just said. We were all brahmacharis and we used to tease Uma Didi so much. And for some people, she was mother. I used to see her as grandmother. Her chastisement and her affection, both were so sweet. As Vasanti Didi said, when Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Shri Ramanand Rai, Dukh madhye kaun dukh hai Gurutar? What is the great sadness? Shri Ramananda replied, Krishna Bhakta vere nahi dukh dekhi. The separation from the devotees of Krishna. The separation of the devotees. The reason being, we can't relate ourselves as sadhakas with pastimes of Radha Krishna. It looks inconceivable and we have no access to that. But when we hear the glories of acharyas, we have seen them and to some extent we have served them. But then some close Vaishnava or Vaishnavi, like Srimati Uma Didi, the whole world was crying when the news spread like fire everywhere. And everyone, I saw on the Facebook, entire Facebook is Uma Didi. Everyone posting their memories, their pictures, so we can understand she was so famous. And she has interaction with all devotees. But this is also a day of celebration. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started dancing when he put Shri Haridas Thakur in Samadhi, along with all his associates. Big dancing. Mirdanga, Kartas, Mahaprabhu asked everyone to sing and dance. Why we observe Viraha festival? Why I'm going all these places to observe Viraha festival? Just to enjoy or to have feast. Can you imagine how long flights are? All the way from here to here and there and Seattle and then New York. Is that traveling very enjoyable? It's a terrible experience. Because Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave one blessings. And then blessings applies to all the pure Vaishnavas. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, along with his associates, he dig ground for his dear Shri Haridas Thakur because Namanishta. Namanishta. Namanishta means every day chanting so much. Shri Uma Didi, also we've seen in Keshavji Gaudiya Math in Mathura and Shri Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math and everywhere else. Even if she's traveling Europe, Holland, she used to stay by, one Gurudev disciple, Shashikala Didi there. Also here in Alachua, Seattle, Houston, all this Badger. Also in Austin. Everywhere. Hawaii, Hilo. You all witness of this. She used to chant day and night. Very less sleep. And every time she's not wasting one single minute. Avyart kalatvam means pure devotees, they don't waste any single minute for any other topics. I've seen this in Keshavji Gaudiya Math, how Shri Uma Didi was chanting. Even she used to get up like 2 o'clock at night, 2:30. And all the way from 2:30 to Mangalarti, she already finished like 50,000, means 32 rounds. He used to chant more than 100,000 names, more than 64 rounds. We never used to tell this. You know, I'm witness of this. You can ask Ranga Didi, she can describe more. So much chanting. So, Mahaprabhu is very happy and pleased to those devotees who chant the name. That's the only way to please Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And therefore, while putting Sri Haridas Thakur in Samadhi, along with all his associates, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he went to Sri Jagannath, inside Jagannath temple, to beg prasadam of Lord Jagannath from the shopkeepers. Because if we go inside Jagannath temple, there's so many shops and they sell prasadam there. 56 preps prasadam. Mahaprabhu with his utriya is begging alms to all the shopkeepers. Please give me something in charity. Please give me prasadam. I want to host feast for my dear Haridas. And all those shopkeepers, they were in pain and crying what Mahaprabhu is doing. It was so embarrassing for us. How is coming here? And they all used to say, Mahaprabhu, you please go and we will arrange. We are sending our people, our person for prasadam. Big samadhi was conducted by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his own hands of Sri Haridas Thakur. And then he arranged feast. Mahaprabhu himself was serving to his associates. But no one is eating this unless Mahaprabhu start. Everyone is waiting. And then Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami requested Mahaprabhu. Everything is so maryada there, so much maryada etiquette. Please sit down because no one is going to honor prasad unless you start. On the request of devotees, Mahaprabhu sat there. And he honored prasad, Jagannath prasad. Oh, I missed one point. Before prasad, singing and dancing for hours. Udanda nitte. Mahaprabhu used to do this. And then prasadam. And then he gave one blessings. This is an important point. Why we observe Viraha festival. And blessings is anyone who has participated in digging ground, anyone who participates in singing and dancing, anyone who participates in sponsoring, anyone who just even saw Sri Haridas Thakur Samadhi, Sri Haridas Samadhi, and if anyone has not done any of the service, even just honor prasadam, I bless, they will get Krishna Prem. To honor a Vaishnav Viraha festival, anyone who participates in any way, speaking, singing, cooking, arranging, conducting, even prasadam, and then cleaning. Mahaprabhu, he gave this boon, he gave these blessings, they will get Krishna Prem. And that's the opportunity. When any great Vaishnav and Vaishnavi, pure like Shri Uma Didi, anyone who is celebrating this and participating in, hearing the glories, we believe the words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. we get Krishna Prem. Because we sing every day, Vaishnavantna. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar shakati ache. Amito kangal, Krishna Krishna bole, dhaitava pache pache. O he Vaishnava Thakura, dayar sadhana, edase karuna kori. Krishna se tomar, very deep point. Krishna is yours. I have not got Krishna up till now. Krishna is yours, is your wealth, and I am running after you. Please give me that Krishna. So how Vaishnavas are giving Krishna? It is just like something, a cup of water or a sweet rice. Here you go and you get Krishna. How they give Krishna? Diksha Guru give Krishna with the mantras, and Shiksha Guru gave Krishna with his conduct and his Harikatha. Because Harinam and Krishna, Abhinatva Nama Namani, non-different. Krishna and the name Krishna, what is the difference? No difference. If there is a choice, Krishna and the holy name, Acharyas describe devotees, they turn around and they look towards holy name. Because the name of Krishna is more superior and compassionate than Krishna. Any offense towards Krishna, they turn around and take shelter of Harinam. So, Diksha Guru gives Krishna and Shiksha Guru also give Krishna. So, for many devotees, Uma Didi was their Shiksha Guru. Because so much Harikatha. She heard so much Harikatha from. Once she was telling, as like the Didi said, she was a city girl. She said, she used to say, I was very fashionable.
She used to go movies.
I can't say that. So much fashion. She used to wear so many ornaments and very fancy dresses. I'm not saying, she herself told her story. Very fancy city girl. But life totally transformed when she met sadhus. She was more attracted towards, she said, Ramakrishna Mission, because they are doing so much service to humanity. But when she met Gaudiya Vaishnava devotees, there's so much transformation in her life. She met Param Gurudev, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. She met Param Gurudev. But more association with Shri Bhaktivedanta Trikram Goswami Maharaj and her Gurudev, Shri Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. She heard so much Harikatha from Shri Bhaktivedanta Trikram Goswami Maharaj. Very close relationship. I also heard from her that the mud in Chirchuda and Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj used to come there because he was Acharya, and Uma Didi home was also very close by to the center. Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, even though he was Acharya, big Gurudev to the whole society, he used to prefer going to Uma Didi home for honoring Prasad. Because of her so much affection and love for her Gurudev. So much. And very intimate. There was not so much on reverence there. Very close. Vishambarena Guru Seva. And her Seva, cooking and serve prasadam. She served so many Vaishnavas in her life. So many Vaishnavas. Acharyas, I mean. And every day, she can't resist without cooking. Something or the other she's cooking. And Bajar festival, and in Govardhan, Ankut festival, goodness. She alone, she got so excited to cook. And she started cooking 2 days prior to the Ankut festival. Alone, she cooked more than 150 preps. I heard these announcements in Govardhan and also in Bajar. Vrinda Didi used to tell. She is also assisting Uma Didi, and she's also not less. She used to cook a lot. But she used to say, today Uma Didi cooked 150 preps. Means she started cooking. And she's very fond of eating pakoras. Some foodie pastimes. Once upon a time in Keshavji Gaudiya Math, she's always taking all those herbs and very healthy diets and all. And she used to say, no, I can't eat mat prasad. I have to cook boiled because I'm old. And doctor told me to eat this. But on festival day, whenever she see puris and pakoras, she just take a little of that and hiding under, taking in that ball and hiding with her hand. She's coming from the back stairs. You know that? Keshavji got out back stairs. And sometimes we used to see her from our window and say, Uma Didi, what is that? And she, and if the fingers are apart, she close finger. She used to say, Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad. Say, Uma Didi, what Mahaprasad? We saw something brown, some pakoras. So, did doctor told you not to eat fries? She said, yes, but, to be honest, I'm very greedy for pakoras. So simple. And she used to give a very, mild smile, so loving smile. So these were her favorite. As this morning Vimla Didi asked, what shall we cook? So I heard from Srila Gurudev and Srila Bharti Maharaj, we should cook that prep which that Vaishnava used to like, because we are offering to them. We are offering to her. So these are some favorites. Fries, sweet rice and jackfruit. Yes. And Karela, yes. Anyhow, this is some foodie pastime. But following the footsteps of Vaishnavas, and Vaishnavis like seniors like Shri Uma Didi, she acted as Shiksha Guru because she taught by her own example. Namanishta, chanting. And used to tell sometimes brahmacharis, they're not chanting. They don't come in the program in the morning and evening to sing. Temple hall is empty and Uma is the first one to sit there for the morning program and the evening program. First one. One thing I noticed, whoever is speaking Harikatha, because this is the temple standard, all Gaudiya Maths and all ISKCON everywhere. When I say Gaudiya Maths, all establishment following Gaudiyas. There's a setup system of morning and evening Harikatha, right? And they started by my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj. When he joined Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada 1923, once upon a time Guru Maharaj was speaking Harikatha and very few, 2-3 brahmacharis listening him, hearing what he is speaking. Srila Prabhupada came from his room and he saw, and everyone stood up in honor. Prabhupada said, what are you doing? And Guru Maharaj's name was Pranavanand. What are you doing? Guru Maharaj said, I'm just reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, and they are listening. Srila Prabhupada said, very good. I want every day you should recite Chaitanya Charitamrita morning and evening. Every day. From that day onwards, that's become a schedule. That there should be morning and evening Harikatha, because the purpose of center is only Harikatha. If there is no Harikatha and if there is no festivals, what is the purpose of center? Even deities get sad if there is no festival and there is no Harikatha. Believe me, deities have feelings. They are not just a statue. What they like the most? Even if we offer 56 preps, although they will accept our feelings, but more they are fond of hearing Harikatha. Krishna himself is so fond of hearing his own Harikatha, his own Katha. Yeah? When Krishna hears his own Braja pastimes, there's transformation in his body and he becomes Jagannath. When Mahaprabhu hears songs, Kalidas, Vidyapati, Chandidas, and when Mahaprabhu is hearing Harikatha, what happens? All his joints get open. You get all those ecstasies. This is the... What Thakurji liked most? What Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu liked most? Harikatha. So even if there is one person or two person, they want to hear Harikatha, their own pastimes. So no matter who is speaking, any big sannyasi is speaking, or any young boy who just joined 1 year, 2 years back, whoever is speaking Harikatha morning and evening, Uma Didi always used to sit there and hear Harikatha. And one day I asked her, said, Uma Didi, he's just a young boy, just joined 2 years back. He don't even know so much Siddhanta. And he's just doing a book reading because he don't know how to speak Harikatha. So, and you know so much. You heard from Srila Gurudev, you heard from Srila Vaman Gosai Maharaj, from Trikram Gosai Maharaj, and many other acharyas. She said, I'm here. I'm not seeing who's speaking Harikatha. I'm here to honor Harikatha. Because as Naam, holy name is not different from Krishna, Harikatha is not different from Krishna. I'm here to honor Harikatha. The intent is to please Radha Vinod Bihari, because they are seeing so much nishtha in hearing Harikatha, so much nishtha. And she used to speak so many Siddhantas. So, prior to 99-98, when Srila Gurudev used to give like 3 times, 4 times Harikatha in Keshavji Gaudiya Math, Uma Didi was hearing so much. And then there was so much extensive preaching happened in Western world. And then hall getting full, Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Math temple hall get full, with so many people hearing Harikatha. And Gurudev speaking some Siddhanta. Gurudev used to look at Uma Didi. And sometimes Uma Didi used to ask one question. And Gurudev used to say, you have to reconcile. Your questions are very special and full of gravity. Not ordinary questions. Full of gravity. Gurudev used to get impressed hearing the questions of Uma Didi. Because not ordinary. Even though looks like she can't speak so much, but she was totally familiar with all Siddhanta, very deep Siddhanta. Just because hearing and honoring Harikatha. Whoever is speaking doesn't matter. And that's her meditation. What she hears in the morning and then what she hears in the evening. Sometime, for many years, I used to speak Harikatha. Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Math in the morning, and in the evening Madhapriya Prabhu. And sometimes we switch over. Uma Didi always used to come and hear Harikatha. And then after Harikatha, if I speak something wrong, so in the next day in the morning, or she knocked the door. So why you said that? What was the reason of saying that? Then I used to explain, Didi, I heard this and this is related to this. Oh, now I got the point. Just like sometime, not sometime, every time actually, in GVO center, when I'm speaking, always Shamrani Didi has one question. For clarify or to correct me. And either way, I'm getting benefited. If I'm saying something wrong, then I won't do this mistake again. So in this way they are helping us in more better understanding. So I really, happy with that. So sometimes correcting and sometimes they appreciate and they add on something more. So then we get another point. Oh, yes, I spoke this, Didi said this. So next time when I speak the same point, I add one more point. But they explain. So in either way we are benefited with that, the speakers. So Didi used to ask very difficult questions sometimes. And we have to be very honest, say, I don't know. Then she used to give answer. I heard from Trikram Maharaj, this is the answer. So, I heard from my Guru Maharaj, this is the answer. And Guru Nishta, so much. Uma Didi has some speciality. See, every Acharya has speciality, right? But her speciality is that I don't know what you all think. If you take my offense, I don't want you to take my offense, but this is my mood. I'm very possessive about my Gurudev. Right? No. And when she says my Gurudev means Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. She said, even though I got initiation from my Guru Maharaj, I served him, but the most I got affection and everything from my Shiksha Guru, Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Uma Didi always used, and very possessive about her Shiksha Guru. Very possessive. Very possessive. That's called Guru Nishta. Guru Nishta. But Guru Nishta should not be what many people think nowadays. Guru Nishta means only my Diksha Guru. And rest you all are just ordinary people on the streets. No. Guru Nishta means from whom we have learned the most, to whom we have got the opportunity to serve the most. Sometimes Shiksha Guru becomes more loving, prominent personality in one's life. It depends on one's relationship. Sometimes Diksha Guru, sometimes also Shiksha Guru. As we have the example of Shri Narottam Shamanan Srinivas Prabhu. They are so close to Shri Jiva Goswami Pa. So Shri Uma Didi also used to say, even though I served my Guru Maharaj, but my whole life is for my Shiksha Guru, Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. That means there is no disregard or disobedience to her spiritual master, but it's more loving. Because Shri Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, he used to say, should not see any difference between me and Narayan Maharaj. We are one. We are not two. We are just one. So, getting permission from her Guru Maharaj, she came to Mathura Math and she used to serve Srila Gurudev so many ways. Hearing Hari Katha, everyday darshan, and I'm hearing from all these wonderful devotees, she never missed Mangal Aarti. First one to come in the temple hall. So, these are wonderful qualities. Why we observe this Viraha festival? To hear these wonderful qualities of Vaishnavas. But one thing Gurudev always telling us to be careful of. Vaishnav Ninda and Vaishnav Aparadh. Criticism, criticizing Vaishnav and seeing faults in Vaishnavas. When this comes, then better we should follow the formula, mind your own anarthas. Because we don't have any other business. Our business is our anarthas right now. And we are struggling with that day and night. And it's differ from person to person, right? For that we need very high level maturity. Very high level maturity. So, this is the reason why I observe these festivals. So that to get Atmasat, oneness with His wonderful qualities. Hearing this, we also feel like, oh, why I'm not coming for Mangal Aarti every day, like Uma Didi. Why I'm not serving? She, in that cold, in this old age, she used to come with stairs, holding those, the fencing, all the way in the kitchen in cold winters, early morning, 4 o'clock, cold water, there is no warm, hot water. He used to do all this Thakurji paraphernalia every day. And one prep every day for Thakurji. Everywhere, wherever she goes. So, another mode, Vaishnav Seva. So if she's in Alachua, she's cooking. And if she's going next, another destination, she cooks something for the next destination devotees. And that's why her luggage, goodness. 2 big suitcases, 1 carry-on, 3 bags, 1 on the shoulder. And she's carrying so much prasadam for the devotees for the next destination. And of course some books. And when she finished with that, then she cooked the last day for the other destination, for the devotees for the next destination, like that. So, and once upon a time I asked, how you manage so much luggage? She said, because I facilitate. She's very, she used to speak very honest and very loving. Because I'm old, I'm getting a facility of wheelchair. So when they put me on wheelchair, I had 1 or 2 small bags under my feet. No one can see that. She's hiding there under. So, very sweet in dealings and relationship, but very grave in bhajan. Now that's the Vaishnava nature, na? Very sweet in nature, but very grave in her bhajan and Guru Nishtha. Another speciality, it's getting late, I'm just taking 5 more minutes. She used to hear from Srila Gurudev so much. The staunch Nishtha Shri Gurudev had for performing Navadip Parikrama and Brajmandal Parikrama. Gurudev said, because I always have faith in hearing the words of Narad. Krishna giving boon to Narad. Whoever goes to my place of pastime and hear Hari Katha certainly will get my prem. Gurudev said, I have staunch faith in these words from Brihad Bhagavatamritam. And therefore, never leaving any parikrama. So Shri Uma Didi also used to go all the parikramas, even she can't walk. Even in this last parikrama she was there. So many health issues. This last means 2022 parikrama, Kartik parikrama. So many health issues, can't walk, body ache, breathing problem, diabetic or whatever. So many health issues. But she said, I will never give up parikrama till my last breath. She used to go in the car and sitting there hearing Hari Katha in Bengali, in Hindi and English. 3 languages. And then she goes to the next destination. Before the party arrives there, before the parikrama arrives there, and she used to have darshan because she don't like so much pushing because of her health. But most important is darshan. Achman in the kunda, she used to tell Ranga, bring this water from the kunda. She used to do achman exactly as she learned from years back from Srila Gurudev. She never gave up parikrama in the old age. Exemplary. No matter what happens. If I'm sick, headache, fever, I say, okay, today I'm not feeling good. I won't go parikrama. But Uma Didi was not like this. Every single day, without caring for her health, she used to attend all parikramas and Hari Katha. Even in Gopinath Bhavan, this Kartik, just recently, he used to come on in the evening in the assembly, in the temple hall, on her wheelchair, sitting there for not very long, 30 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. And on special days, appearance of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and other acharyas, she sit long and hear Hari Katha, even sometimes from her room. And then I invite inside her room, to get blessings from her, because we preach, we travel here and there, we don't know what's going to happen. Why to get bereft of the mercy and the blessings? I begged Uma Didi. I said, Uma Didi, you're serving a lot. She said, oh, Siddhanti Maharaj, you see my health now? You see my age now? I can't serve as I was serving before. She became a little emotional. I said, no, Didi, you're serving so much. She said, but no service now. I said, you're chanting all day and night. She said, well, chanting is different, but I used to serve Thakurji, I used to serve Vaishnavas, now I cannot cook. I said, can I give you one service? She said, please, tell me what I can do in this state. I said, Didi, I'm giving you one service. And your service is, because now you can't travel anywhere, just sit here, chant all day as you're doing, and pray for all the preachers around the world. This is your service. You chant for them, means you ask Krishna and Mahaprabhu, Gurudev, for their successful preaching, and contributing in the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is your service. And she smiled. She said, this is good service. I said, then you have to give me blessings. She said, no, you're sannyasi, I cannot give blessings. I said, Didi, come on. And I went down, touched her feet, and she's just like, she bent down to lift me up, and she kept her hand on my head. I said, see, I got this. I got the blessings. She said, no, this is my motherly affection. I'm like a mother to you. I said, no, you're like a grandmother to me. What to speak of mother? I said, Didi, please protect us from bad association. Please pray for us. You are in Vrindavan Dham, on the bank of Jamuna, and this is Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir. He did so much bhajan here. You are just here. Please chant for us. Save us from bad association. This is the service I'm asking from you. She said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. She was so happy. So in this way, ending up here, Shri Uma Didi ki. We all from Alachua Sangha, we are seeing Uma Didi, such beautiful smile on her face, and we beg her forgiveness for if ever we have performed any offense. But she never was taking any offense. She was always very forgiving nature and very sweet to everyone. I never saw her anger. Always I saw her so happy mood, because she's always chanting. Always chanting. She's AC, always chanting. So, wherever you are, she must be acknowledging us, our prayers. So please bless us so that we can follow the same standard of bhajan. This is the blessing we want. What other blessing we want? Oh, I want to cook like you, I want to do like... No, the same service mood you had for Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. Even for Vaishnavas. Not only Hari, not only Guru, but also for Vaishnavas. You used to keep some prasadam kept for any brahmachari. You always used to go in her room and there is always some prasadam under her bed. Always. So, we just beg you, we can follow the same standard of serving Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. Gaur Premanandi. Srimati Uma Didi ki. Thanking all devotees who came today and every day who inspired me. We observed Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur appearance day, and I'm not finished yet. There were so many things to say, so maybe next time when I come, we can continue from where I end. And Abhimanyu Prabhu is going to remind me That's it. Where I get.
Next year where you left off this time.
Why next year? I'm going to come again.
Yes.
I like.
That's great.
I like Alachua Sangha so much. Devotees are so sweet, so nice.
Already waiting for him.
Especially Sham Prabhu and Vimla Didi who arranged my ticket, and on their order. I'm not saying on their request, but on their order I'm here. They really became very angry. I was not coming here for long and they became very angry. They sent me very rude, voice message like, what's wrong with you? Why are you not coming here and this and that? So, and I was shaking. I said, definitely I'm going to come here. So, thanking so much to them and to all wonderful devotees. My only humble one request, because today is Uma Didi's, Tithi, we are falling here. Just take me as your child, your brother. Just my humble request as a preacher, whatever you think I am, even a dog or whatever. Please, as Uma Didi showed the ideal example of Hari Katha, never stop hearing Hari Katha. Never stop chanting. Sometimes I go around, I see devotees, they stop chanting. Anything happen in their life, they just stop chanting. What is the fault of chanting? What Harinam has done wrong to us? In that difficult situation, we are supposed to chant more rather than giving up chanting. Many devotees, very senior ones, they don't even chant 16 rounds. That's not Prabhupada or Srila Gurudev's mood. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada introduced 16 rounds. Prior to that, there was 64 rounds. And following Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev also, he gave concession to chant 16 rounds. But that's not everything. That's the starting of chanting. It's not the ending of chanting. There's the beginning of chanting. 16 and then you start. So many devotees, they don't even chant. Always, if we really want to become devotee and want to give the same samskaras to our children, they always observe what the parents doing at home. And they learn from their parents. If parents, if they are sincerely chanting at home, 16 rounds, if they are hearing Hari Katha, YouTube is full of Hari Katha. And audio seva team, Lavanga Didi, Amrish Prabhu doing so much for Gurudev's. We are internally indebted to them. It's a wonderful couple for Gurudev's lectures. There's so many lectures. We can hear one lecture. Just plug in one lecture loudly at home. Children can also hear. And chanting every day. So this is one request. Another request, Sangha together. Every Sunday, if we can host a program here in the center. This is the life of center. Without Hari Katha, without program, Sunday feast, there is no life in the center. No life. That's the only purpose of center. There is no other purpose of center. Every Sunday, just for 2 hours, at least we can make up this. Bring your kids. They will see how our parents are singing, how the artik is going on. They will learn like this. So please, I beg all devotees, please make the best use of the center. This center is the blessings to all the devotees who stay in the Sangha. Every individual. Please come for Sunday program for 2 hours. Anybody, and Matajis, they are coming and cooking, or you can do potluck, whatever feel comfortable, or even if there is no prasad, just make one little khichdi for 1 hour. That's it. What's most important is some Hari Katha, some Kirtan. Very important. So we can serve Shri Gurudev and Mahaprabhu Radha Govindev with his best service. What they like to is just the program. Sunday program. Please don't miss that. It's my humble request to all devotees, senior, junior, kids, whoever. please. Even if it is 5 devotees, 10 devotees, no problem. Just come and start it. Gradually, others will come. You know? That's all. Sorry if I said something wrong, but this is my heart desire, and I'm telling this everywhere I go. This is not the time to separate. This is the time to get united. There's already so much going on. Already so much going on, and we all getting affected with that. Every individual get affected with that. When we join Krishna consciousness, the very first thing is our friends and relatives, they reject us. You're not of any use now because you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't eat meat. We already get rejection from family members. Then senses so weak, the urges of mind. Our own senses and mind is not favoring us. So much repulsion is there. And then we are just handful, as Vasanti was saying, so handful. If we see the population of the whole Alachua, how many of Gurudev Sangha devotees? Just handful. And even in that hands, I'm also including myself. I'm not instructing anyone, please. I'm also on the same I'm on the same page. But our fingers are getting opened and scattered like this in all directions. And when the fingers come together, then it becomes fist. But I'm also learning this because there's so much going on, You know, we are getting more and more separated, and more separated from bhajan also. You know, who knew Uma Didi going to live like that? I used to joke with her saying, Uma Didi, we're going to celebrate your centennial. 100 and cake cutting. She said, oh no, don't curse me. I'm already suffering so much. I said, no Didi, you have to stay and inspire so many devotees. I used to joke with Didi, and I was sure Didi going to stay for 100 years. But anyhow, this her desire and Krishna desire, and we can't do anything with that, right? So, we don't know what's going to happen to us. You know? So, everyday chanting, Hari Katha, and Sunday program. That's it. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Maharaj, I just wanted to announce Monday is the disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Daita Maharaj, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji, and Srila Vasikananda Dev Goswami. So Chamakalata Rishabdev Prabhu and myself are organizing an evening program that day. I believe it'll be bhajan 6 o'clock and then shared notifications at 7, and we'll send an announcement later on with more specifics about the program.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So first we want to thank Maharaj for coming to Alachua, and it's been very inspirational. So as we know, Srila Gurudev has instructed us to always hear Harikatha. Maharaj is reminding us of that. But for Harikatha to happen, there must be listeners like we are, and also must be a speaker. And the speaker must be respected and honored. And since Maharaj is very humble, of course, so but Gurudev has instructed us.
That's confusion.
No, it's my view.
I'm not humble. I have attitude.
So as we know, Gurudev always instructed us to always give some pranami to the Vaishnavas, and especially the speaker of Harikatha, because we're taking something, we must give something. And so, to the place. What's that? And to the place of the Harikatha. Yeah, to the place of the Harikatha also. But please, if you have anything, please give to Maharaj, and so he can help his travels, and he can come back again. Thank you.
I already asked my donation. If there is I already asked my donation, and that is chanting Hari Katha and then every Sunday program. That's only my donation. That's all.
So please, Hare Krishna.
Oh, Arjun Prabhu?
Yes.
Pushpanjali.
Oh, so we'll do something. Do we sing something?
I think along with Aarti,
Okay, along with
because it's
Aarti.
getting late.
Okay. So we'll do Aarti, and along with Aarti, we can